Welcome to the first episode of Gamerscore Weekly. I'm LavaThing9, and this is going to be a weekly podcast of sorts, showing you ways to get some of the harder achievements in your favorite Xbox games and how to rank up your Gamerscore. Today we're going to be doing Civilization Revolution and getting some of the harder achievements for beating the computer on Deity level, which is the highest difficulty, and how to get it in a fairly easy fashion. So let's get started. Okay, so the achievements we're going to be going for today are Citizen of the World and Playing the Game. Now, these are both winning on Deity. Economic is Playing the Game, and Citizen of the World is winning with Cultural Victory on Deity. So here we go. You want to go into single player, and you want to play a scenario. And we want to play on Beta Centauri, because you start out with all the technologies and you're already in the modern era, and it's really easy to just turtle there and win. So we're going to do that, and then we're just going to go over to Deity. And what we want to do is we're going to do the economic first. So we want to pick someone that's really good at getting gold, which is the Americans, because they have 2% interest on their gold reserves, so we're going to pick them. You can also pick the Aztecs. They're good with gold as well. And just settle a city right where you start, as long as it's pretty decent. As long as you have a little bit of each resource around you. So here we are right here. And we start out with a great person, and let's just settle him there, because we don't want to have him finish modern infantry. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to change governments right away. And we're also going to go in here and have it set for modern infantry, because we want to get a whole army of modern infantry to protect our city while we're turtling out the gold. And we want to switch to gold immediately too, because you have all the technology, so you don't need any more science research. Now, you want to go under democracy, because science and gold production will increase by 50%. And the only downside is you can't declare war, but we're not looking to declare war right now, because we just want to stay here and be friends with everybody and just rank up our economic victory. So it is a perfect government type for us to win with. So we're going to stick with that and just let it pump out our modern infantry. Then one more to create an army, and then we'll switch it off. Then we want to go in here and change it and put in a market. This will increase the amount of gold we come in each turn, and it'll help us reach that economic victory. Now, when you get your settler for reaching the first 100 gold, you can either make another city and do the same thing you're doing with this one, or you can do what I'm doing right now and add it to the city to help it grow even more. Because what I like to do is, to get these deity achievements, is just keep in one city and just turtle there and have a lot of defensive units in it so no one can break it, and just build up the economy. So we have a market, and I'm just going to go straight onto the bank. Now, you shouldn't make contact with other civilizations for a while, so you don't really have to worry about having more than just one army of modern infantry. And you shouldn't have to worry about people declaring war on you or anything. And the reason you want to rush the market and the bank so quickly is, as you could see a second ago, other economies or other nations are already rushing for that economic victory, because we're on Deity, so they know how to play fairly well. So we just want to rush it as fast as possible. Now, we want to settle in there, because we don't need just +1. We want to have it continually, because it takes a while to get up to the amount of gold you need. Now we want to save the internet for later. That's going to be one of the biggest things you need to do. Once you reach a fair amount of gold, like around 10,000 or so, you want to use the internet wonder to double the size of your economy. But right now our economy is way too low, and we don't want to do that at this point. So what we're going to do is just make things to make your city grow more rapidly so you can pump in more gold per turn. So I'm just going to make a courthouse right now to expand what we can do. And I'm not going to rush it because I want to save that gold since we're going for the economic victory. Barbarians are never going to be able to break your city. Now see, you don't want to build a granary right in the beginning because you'll get one fairly quickly since we're boosting gold right now. So you just want to hold off on that because you'll get it for free later anyways. Now it's your choice, but you can go after these barbarians if you want, but you don't have to. If you find them to be annoying, you can just go out and kill their village and they'll stop attacking you, but really they aren't doing any harm. And if it was for another victory type, I would definitely go out and kill them because they come in and you can't use the spaces they're standing in. But we're just going for gold, which is C spaces, so it doesn't really matter if we have those plain spaces right now. Now, this is also good for getting the achievement for one group of units winning 20 battles because you can easily do it, as you can tell. Now with that courthouse, you can see how far you can expand out. And now since we have that, we want to switch to gold production. So we'll get that. And you'll have a little bit of food in there as well. And now we want to pull this up, get an aqueduct. Or actually a harbor would be the best right now. And now we don't have any production. So you do want to rush this one. So you rush it so you get some food from your harbor. So now your sea spaces also produce food. So now you can take some out of there, keep it up there, Now take it out of that food space right there and put it in a production. So you do get some production because you can take it out of the food now because we have food in the water now. So that's how we'll do it. Customizing is always a great option for how to set up your civilization. It's much better than the default that they give you. And that's about it for this week. I'm not going to go through the whole game because YouTube limits you to 10 minutes and it'll just take too long and it'll be too boring. But basically you just keep it up like that and you'll easily win the economic victory because you can even make another army of modern infantry. Nothing's going to be able to break through that. And you can already tell that you're pumping out gold like crazy right now. It's fairly easy. You just keep in that city. And for the culture one, you do the exact same thing. You just pick the French and build all the culture buildings and build the Magna Carta and build a courthouse. And you pretty much win the same way. So hope you enjoyed the first episode, and we'll be back next week with Gears of War achievements.